And so I wanted to express that dichotomy and the space between the very light and the very dark, the very light of the surf and that misty fog in between, the darkness. Hey everyone, I'm Marianne Mitchell. Welcome to Whole Artist Mastery, which is about owning your authentic voice, making compelling work, and showing up in the world as the artist that you want to be. So in my case, every summer in the last 3 weeks of August, I spend on Monhegan Island off the mid-coast of Maine, which is where I am right now. And I hold an artist retreat for mentorship artists in the Whole Artist Mastery programs. And I paint, and it's a wonderful refuge, restoration experience, as well as giving to those who are here, and an experience of reciprocity between myself, those who are here, the land, the animals, the sea, the sky, and how all of that works together for a holistic experience. And that experience feeds into the work that I'm making. So I'm going to just give you a little preview of the paintings that I've started here. And so let's go. This painting began with me covering over a painting beforehand that was in reckless abandon with soft gray greens, gray blues, a little bit of muted orange, so that the whole painting was muted in color without any value contrast. So for me to know where I wanted to go from there, two things happened. I've been spending time just staring out over the water, watching the sun go down into the water on the horizon line. And this year, the skies have been very grayish, peachy gray, blue gray, a little bit of green gray, yellow gray. Quite beautiful, actually, very mysterious and veiled in the depth of color. And then you have this shock of orange, red, yellow going down in the middle of this into the water, which I find quite compelling. So I've been taking that in, and also I spent some time, and this is very important in the development of a painting, is to spend time just sitting and almost like meditating with the painting, letting the painting guide you as to where you want to go. What does that mean? That means you look for emerging clues in what's already there that you may want to push, build on, get rid of, enhance, all of that. And so in this particular painting, I turned it vertical so that the orange area was a vertical area. And again, it was very muted. And felt this need to have this shock of bright color going from bright to more muted as it goes down, except there's red down here. This painting is very much in progress, by the way. Surrounded by that veiled, misty gray colors of all different foundations. So blue, misty gray, green, yellow, peachy, having them all work together to create this very subtle vibration of color surrounding the main shock of color. For me personally, this is also about providing some centering for myself, and at the same time you'll notice that this is slightly off center. So what I'm interested in playing with is having this main vertical line be slightly off center, but pushing the color out in ways that it creates a sense of centeredness, even though it's not in the center. So I look forward to showing you where I go with this, and I myself look forward to seeing where I go with it, because I know what I want to do without knowing how it's going to happen. It's really important to keep that frame of mind in the foreground as you go forward in the development of your paintings. So this is the other painting I've been working on while I've been here. It's completely different. And it's inspired by the dark skies in Monhegan. There's this wonderful sense of warm, enveloping safety in the evenings, in the dark of the night. And at the same time, there's the sea that's crashing up against the rocks and this incredible mist again. It's been a very misty August this year. And so I wanted to express that dichotomy and the space between the very light and the very dark, the very light of the surf and that misty fog in between, the darkness. So this is a long way away from being finished, and so what I need to do with this painting that I have yet to do, and that I did with the other one, is to just sit and really take it in, which is what I did when I got rid of the original sharp horizon line that was across the center, well, just below center here, and there was a couple of shapes. And I decided that I felt too boxed in, because this is a place that you can expand into. There's very much of a sense of expansiveness, of spirit, of generosity among the people who are here in community, and a sense of connection to the world beyond, actually. So I really want this painting to capture that, and so we'll see where it goes together. So as you continue your journey in developing paintings, remember these key phrases that help you through the different stages in getting a painting from the very beginning to the very end. In the very beginning, always remember that starting with 0% expectations and 100% kindness helps you to allow that inner expression to come out without your critical thinking getting in the way. The second stage after that is when you do bring your critical thinking skills in and you look at the painting and you discern what's working for you, what is feeling like it's falling short of what you feel inside, and where you want to go with it. It's very important to distinguish between critical thinking and judgmental criticism. When you come in with judgmental criticism, you actually block that energy that needs to keep flowing to continue the expression in the painting. And then from there, you move into the I know what I want to do, because you've critically analyzed where you want to go next in the painting. But what actually happens is always a surprise. So this phrase is key in continuing the development of a painting, which is I know what I want to do without knowing how it's going to come out. And then when you're coming towards a sense of completion, resolution in the painting, spending time looking at the painting, which is something that you really need to do throughout the painting, letting the painting continually speak to you, and allowing that reciprocal relationship between what's actually happening and how you feel inside really develop. And then towards the end, looking at it and saying, how does this make me feel? Do I want to look at it for a long time? Am I thrilled with the passages of color and mark and how they're all working together? Is it working technically? Is it working emotionally? Is it working intellectually through the physicality of your use of tools and paint? All of those things come together in such a way that your experience, when it's resolved, is one of wow, without any other words. So these are the kinds of things that we work on in the Whole Artist Mastery mentorship programs. And if this is something you really feel is important for the development of your artistic practice and connecting that deep inner voice inside with the technical approach and visual language that brings your voice out and conveys it in your painting, go to the Whole Artist Mastery website and check out the different mentorship programs and sign up for a complimentary conversation if what the programs are about feel like they're exactly what you need at this time in your practice. So thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time.